And mares, maiden claimers racing 1 mile. The one is Starlight Melody, held by Peter and Gail McCann of Groveport. Alex Spence Jr. trains, Jeff out driving. Number 2, Champagne's Bandit, owned by the Sternhost Farms of Beaver Creek, Ohio. Roy Murphy, the trainer with Ryan Holton. Number 3, Striking Babe, owned by Lisa Lowe of McConnellsville. Chuck Grubbs, the trainer with Mike Wilder. 4, SF Countess, owned by Robert Stapleton of Urbana. Doug Palmer trains, Dave Miller drives. 5, Delayed, owned and trained by Ron Barker for Rick Jordan. 6 is Under Obligation, then trained by John Schultz of Sunbury. Don Irvine Jr. in the bike. And the 7, Miss Cash, shown by Larry Braley of Orient. Dean Gillespie of London. Dean Gillespie trains and drives. Win Play Show Perfected Trifecta. On the backstretch, there they go. And they're off, and it's Delayed from the middle of the track. First for the lead, Under Obligation. Sent hard from the outside. SF Countess came away in third. Off the middle in fourth, it's Starlight Melody. 2 lengths in 5, Champagne's Bandit. To the outside in sixth, it's Miss Cash. The early trailer, 7th, Striking Babe. As around the first turn, Under Obligation, setting the early pace here, leading a length and a half to Delayed to the inside. The Garden Spot Trip is second. SF Countess waits no longer with a quarter move, comes to the outside, makes her bid for the lead. They reach the first quarter, 28-3. Coming through the stretch, SF Countess, odds-on favorite, now in command. Inside, racing in second, is Under Obligation. She's followed third by Delayed, who in turn is followed by Starlight Melody. First to the outside, fifth now comes Champagne's Bandit, a gap of 3 lengths, and sixth, Miss Cash. Lagging behind here, the trailer is Striking Babe. Reaching the half, SF Countess now with the lead, half 58 and 3/5 of a second as they make the turn to the backstretch. SF Countess and Miller with the lead by 2. Under Obligation is now locked in second. Here comes Champagne's Bandit moving briskly now up alongside the leader. And with the cover, it's the 2-year-old Starlight Melody who's now racing in fourth. Delayed has been shuffled back in fifth. And Miss Cash, showing some pace, comes to the outer flow in sixth. As they race into the final turn, SF Countess pressured by Champagne's Bandit. They're at the 3/4, 128-3. And SF Countess has responded gamely to that challenge. She again opens up by 2. But now with racing room, here comes Under Obligation as Irvine angles to the outside. At the rail, Delayed with a good trip in now third as they turn for home. They've less than 1/8 of a mile to go, and it's SF Countess, but on the outside, Under Obligation. Down to the inside, it's Delayed as they drive in the deep stretch. Under Obligation on the outside, SF Countess on the inside. These two noses apart. They'll hit the wire together in 2 minutes and 1. Very tight on the front. Ladies and gentlemen, trackside is the official winner tonight's first race, number 6, Under Obligation. She's a 3-year-old Ohio-bred daughter of Under Siege from the Albatross mare Barbatross, owned and trained by John Schultz of Sunbury, Ohio. Don Irvine Jr. in Masonki. Under Obligation recording her very first career win. She earns a mark tonight, 2 minutes and 1/5. They're on the backstretch. They're approaching the start. And they're off. He's a trot machine from the inside. First for the lead, Kenna from mid-track came away second. From the outside in third, it's Blazing Daya. Off the pylons in fourth, Hot Action. At the rail in five, it's China's Score. Around the first turn on the inside in sixth, White Wall Crown. 2 lengths in seventh, Lucky Nevertheless. The early trail of eighth is PJ's Nike. Around the first turn, Blazing Daya with Irvine tonight. Leading here by 2. Kenna to the inside, trotting in second. Hot Action is out and moving early third. The first quarter, a brisk 28-2. And Hot Action, uncontested, came to the outside. He wants the lead tonight. He'll take it. Hot Action surging to the front. Blazing Daya will give it up for cover in second. Then comes Kenna at the wheel in third, followed by He's a Trot Machine at 3 lengths in 5 to China's Score. To the outside and racing in sixth. As they approach the halfway point, it's White Wall Crown. They're at the half in 59-1. To the back stretch they go, and on the front, it's Hot Action 2 lengths. Inside, Blazing Daya trotting in second. White Wall Crown ranging up to the outside now, trotting in third. Kenna is locked in tight in fourth. PJ's Nike with live cover, trotting in fifth. And to the outside is sixth. Here comes Lucky Nevertheless as Holton works out a perfect trip here. Shuffle back. At the rail, He's a Trot Machine. And to the outside and underway comes China's Score. Into that final turn, 3/4, 129-4. And it's China's Score. Make that White Wall Crown to the outside, who has taken the lead. White Wall Crown a length in front. Inside, Hot Action is trotting in second. PJ's Nike. On the outside at 11 within striking distance. They turn for home. They've less than 1/8 of a mile to go. And down the stretch they come. And on the outside, PJ's Nike. Far outside is China's Score. Lucky Nevertheless between them, but it's China's Score. Getting up here, China's Score by 2. Lucky Nevertheless second, tight for show. Finishing third, number 4, White Wall Crown. Trackside in the winner's circle, unofficial winner, number 3, China's Score, a 4-year-old daughter of Final Score from the Steve Lobel mare, Chinaware. Owned by Full of Newark, Ohio, Terry Van Roden trains. Terry Holton is in the sulky. Third win of the season, that is a career mark for China's Score. Trotting tonight's mile from last to first in 1:59 and 4/5. The second race now official, China's Score paying J.R. Mercury, held by Ruth Barnes of Mount Sterling. John Barnes is the trainer-driver. 2, Commando Express, owned by Ellen Peterson of Beaufort, Ohio. Jim Potter trains. A driver's change here. The driver is Keith Haynes. 3, Caper Beach, owned by Robert Susplow of Chesterland, Ohio. Mel Turcott, the trainer-driver. 4, Jerk and Jake, owned by Richard and Doug Ryan of Howard. Doug Ryan is the trainer-driver. 5, Guns and Knives, owned by B and Ken Edwards of Delaware. Kenny Edwards trains. Mike Wilder drives. 6, Coodinator, owned and trained and driven by Phil Cunningham. And Clement Rothelli also owns. The 7, King of Darts, Rebecca Dwyer is the owner. Jim Daly training and driving. Number 8, He's Here, owned by Frank Lemaster of Jamestown. Robert Bryan, the trainer with Don Irvine Jr. The 9, FF Lass, owned by Charles Isaacs of Loveland, Ohio. David Isaacs of Westchester. David Isaacs trains. Dave Miller is in the sulky. Win play show perfect. Gildings, on and behind the gate. The gate swings out of the backstretch for the start. There they go. And the 1, J.R. Mercury, is off stride. And they're off, and from the outside, it's Coodinator who's first for the lead. From the inside, Caper Beach showing some early pace. Between horses in third, it's Jerk and Jake. From the inside in fourth, Commando Express. Angling in quickly, 5, King of Darts on the inside, and 6th, Guns and Knives. At the rail in 7th, FF Lass. 8th, He's Here. And J.R. Mercury now trailing after the break at the start. Reaching the first quarter-mile marker, Caper Beach. Set of the early fractions here, leading at length. Tight on the inside second, it's Coodinator. The opening quarter, 28 seconds. They race through the stretch. Commando Express gapping 3 lengths in third. Inside fourth is Jerk and Jake. Moving first up now, 5. Here comes King of Darts. Flushing that cover 6th was Guns and Knives. Into the pocket 7th is FF Lass. He's Here racing in 8th. and JR Mercury lagging behind here, 9th. They're at the half, and on the front, it's Caper Beach, the half 50, 8-3 as they make the swing to the back stretch. Caper Beach at 5-2 has led the entire way. Leads here a length. Coordinator is still a tight second. He's now locked in. And to the outside, first up, uncovered in third comes King of Darts. Commando Express is buried at the rail in fourth. And here comes FF Last. And Miller has seen enough. And FF Last sent 3 wide to the outside. Was 7th. Now 6th, now 5th, now 4th, now 3rd, but he's 3 deep into that final turn. 3/4 and 128-2 as they round the final turn. Caper Beach has the lead, but FF Last, the heavy favorite, is on the outside, stalking that leader. Coordinator on the inside, yet to be used, is locked in tight third. Less than an eighth of a mile to go, and down the stretch they come. Caper Beach and Turcotte asking for more. Coordinator coming down to the inside. FF Last. On the outside, no gas here. It's Caper Beach, whose gate-to-wire effort tonight earns him a win in 1:58 and 1/5. Into the winner's circle steps the winner of the third, the 3 Caper Beach from the world champion Sire Beach Chow. He's from a No Nukes mare, Free Energy, over Robert Susplo of Chesterland, Ohio. Mel Turcotte, the trainer driver. Second win of the season, and again, that is a lifetime best, 1:58 and 1/5. Caper Beach paying $7.40 to win. 3-6 Perfecta, $127.20, 127.20. The 3-6-2-4 Superfecta, $8,400. Here are the horses. Race number 4, the 4th race, a conditioned trot, racing 1 mile. A purse of $3,500. The one is self-imposed, owned and trained and driven by Dr. Al Gobble of Dublin. Number 2, Chinese Itch, owned and trained by Charles Brannigan of Jamestown. Jeff Daly drives. 3, Meadow Branch Cool, owned by Alan Weisenberg, Sid Savitt, and Alan Wood, along with Dave Miller Jr. Dave Rankin is the trainer driver. The 4, Crown Time Starlet, over the Crown Time Farms of MacArthur. Earl Owings training for Dave Miller. 5, Ombro Marino, owned by William and Nancy Myers of Dayton. Randy Owens trains. Mike Wilder drives. 6, Vince, owned by Richard Billman and Helen Ozenagel of Jackson. Dan Eder training. Ryan Holtzen driving. The 7, M16, owned by Leonard Buckner, Mount Eaton. Tom Brinkerhoff, the trainer Jeff Fouch, is in the sulky. Win Play Show Perfecta. 4th race, conditioned trotters, all on behind the gate. They're on the back stretch. There they go. And they're off from the inside. Chinese Itch firing hard for the lead, and Meadow Branch Cool from between horses, outstepping this entire field. Meadow Branch Cool right to the front. Chinese Itch on the inside, getting away second. Crown Time Starlet is underway early in third. From the outside in fourth, it's M16. At the rail in 5, self-imposed, 2 lengths in 6th, Ombro Marino. Trailing early 7th is Vince. Reaching the first quarter-mile marker, the opening panel, a quick 28-1. And Crown Time Starlet, parked to the outside, will take the lead. Meadow Branch Cool to the inside, trotting in second, M16. Following live cover, and now he is first up and making his bid for the lead. M16 stretching out nicely here, surging to the front. Crown Time Starlet on the inside, now giving up for cover in second. Meadow Branch Cool now shuffled back in third. Chinese Itch moving first up on the outside, fourth, half in 57-2. Round the turn to the back stretch they go, and on the front, M16 looking to back things down, but he won't get much of a breather. Crown Time Starlet coming right back to the outside, and Crown Time Starlet retaking the lead now. M16 not giving it up easily, battling back gamely in second. Chinese Itch gapping cover to the outside is in third. Meadow Branch Cool getting a breather on the inside, fourth. Outside 5 is Ombro Marino, self-imposed right there in 6th, with Vince trotting 7th. At the 3/4, 127-2. Crown Time Starlet could not clear M16, who comes back on the inside. M16 retakes a lead, using the inside to his advantage. M16 a length. Crown Time Starlet beginning to tire now, and Meadow Branch Cool on the inside with less than a 16th to go. It's M16. He's put this field away, and M16 a big mile tonight. M16 drawing clear. Meadowbranch cool second. Third, very tight for third with the 4 and the 6. The mile in 1:57 and 2. Trackside, the official winner, number 7, M16, a 3-year-old Kentucky-bred son of Christus Crown from the Briscoe Hanover mare Shima Hanover, owned by Leonard Buckner of Mount Eaton, Ohio. Tom Brinkerhoff, the trainer Jeff out in the sulky. M16 recording his 5th win of the season in 6 starts. That is a lifetime best, 1:57 and 2/5. On the back stretch, there they go. And they're off. And from the inside, it's B-Core Tamgo. Irvine sends her right to the top. But Chris Crossover going right with her alongside in second. From the outside in third. As they race out of the first turn, it's Angelica Super. Inside in fourth, DJ Wally Witt away in 5. Boombox. At the rail in 6th, Frenzied Giant. Inside trotting 7th is Mandio. The trail of 8th is Dusty Gill. Reaching the first quarter-mile marker. Opening panel, 28 and 2. And on the front, B-Core Tamgo has a lead. Off stride is Angelica Super. B-Core Tamgo leads here a length and a half, 2 over Chris Crossover. At the rail in third is DJ Wally Witt. Next in line, Boombox. 2 lengths in 5. Frenzied Giant. At the rail in 6th, it's Bye Bye Terra. Back again trotting. 7th comes Angelica Super. On the rail and racing in 8th, Mandio. The trailer is Dusty Gill. They reach the half in 59 and 2. And to the outside now making the bid for the lead, it's DJ Wally Witt. And DJ Wally Witt, odds on favorite tonight on the outside. On the inside, it's B-Core Tamgo. B-Core Tamgo battling back gamely to the inside, retaking the lead now. And these two are drawing clear here from the field. B-Core Tamgo leading a neck. DJ Wally Witt on the outside is still parked there in second, and Irvine will not let him go. Inside, Chris Crossover. Boombox to the outside in 4th. 3/4 in 1:28 and 3. B-Core Tamgo makes it a determined drive here. Retakes the lead. DJ Wally Witt to the outside is trotting in second. Chris Crossover up there in 3rd. Boombox in 4th. Inside in 5. As they turn for home, it's Bye Bye Terra. With less than a 16th, it's all B-Core Tamgo tonight. And B-Core Tamgo, gate to wire this evening, wins her first of the season. It's all B-Core Tamgo in 1:58. DJ Wally Witt was second, tight for show. Trackside is the winner, number 4, B-Core Tamgo, a 4-year-old daughter of a Gogo Lomont. Home by Wallant Hall Limited and Alan Levette of Lexington, Kentucky. Robert Stewart, the trainer, Don Irvine Jr. in the bike. First win of the season, and that is a lifetime best for the 4-year-old mare. Trotting the mile gate to wire tonight, 1:58 flat. Racing 1 mile. The 4-horse is a late scratch. Number 4 is out lame. Number 1 is Big Town Dust. By William Mills of Franklin. Ken Albertson trains. Randy Tharps driving. 2 Falcon the Great, show with the G Stables of Dearborn Heights, Michigan. Jim Arledge Jr. training with Don Irvine Jr. driving. 3 Western Dreamer over the Brittany Farms of Osceola, Kentucky. Allen Regal trains. Dave Miller drives. 4 scratched. 5 Paxton Road, owned by Lawrence Brandt of Utica. Walt Johnson is the trainer with Mike Wilder. Number 6 is Sexton, raced by Jerry Pertobon, Earl Sanch of Ohio. Mike Levenier trains for Jim Daly. The 7 Raven Elmer, owned by Walt Keplinger of Frankfurt. He also trains. Jeff Smith drives. The 8 Fitch Michael, owned by the Pine Lane Farms of Lebanon. Roy Wilson trains and drives. And number 9, Come On Tiger, owned by Jerry Summers of Pickerington and Susan Northfuss of Columbus. Dan Ader is the trainer. Ryan Holton in the sulky. Win Play Show, perfected trifecta wagering. 8 minutes until post time. 8 minutes. 6th race, pacing Stallions and Geldings, all in behind the gate. They're on the back stretch. There they go. And they're off, and it's Paxton Road driving hard for the lead. With them comes Western Dreamer. From the inside in 3rd, it's Big Town Dust. At the middle in 4th, Falcon the Great. Angling in 5, Sexton, and the inside 6th is Raven Elmer. 2 lengths in 7th, Fitch Michael. Come On Tiger trails around the first turn. Western Dreamer surging to the front here, and Miller puts him right on the top. Inside racing in 2nd now, Paxton Road. They reach the first quarter-mile marker, 20-3, and everyone settled in straight formation as they come past the stands for the first time. On the front, Western Dreamer leading here with length and a half, 2. Paxton Road on the inside racing in 2nd. Big Town Dust follows 3rd. Falcon the Great on the inside is 4th. Sexton looking to flush that cover in 5th. Out and moving comes Raven Elmer. Fitch Michael on the inside 7th. Come On Tiger lagging behind here a bit in 8th. Reaching the half, and it's Western Dreamer with the lead. The half 1 minute flat, and here comes Falcon the Great. Moving briskly now to the outside, and Falcon the Great going right on by here. Takes a lead. Western Dreamer will string him out a bit on the inside. At the rail, Paxton Road going right with him, and the pace quickens now as they fire down the back stretch. Falcon the Great has taken the lead. Western Dreamer on the inside, now setting chase in 2nd. To the outside comes Paxton Road, and rolling 4th is Sexton. Into the final turn, 3/4, 127-4 around the final turn. And on the front, it's Falcon the Great, but Paxton Road right there alongside the leader, Western Dreamer, behind the battling leaders as they turn for home. Less than an eighth, and down the stretch they come. Paxton Road has taken the lead, and he's drawing clear here. Paxton Road by 2.5, 3. Western Dreamer takes a stab at the outside, but it's Paxton Road tonight. Paxton Road in 1:56-3. 2nd was Western Dreamer, tied for show. Trackside, the winner, number 5, Paxton Road, a 3-year-old Ohio-bred son of Standing O from the Ben-Hur Hanover mare, Ben's Gypsy. By Lawrence Brandt of Utica, Ohio. Walt Johnson trains. Mike Wilder in the sulky. Paxton Road coming up with a big final quarter to record his 3rd of the season. In fact, his 3rd career win, and that a lifetime best. 156, 3 fence. Seventh race, Pacers are parading to the post, racing 1 mile. Number 2 has been scratched, leaving a field of 8. Number 1 is James Owen Tudor, where Robert Zink, Tommy Smith trains, Dave Miller drives. 2 is out. 3, Come On BJ, owned by William Elza. Franklin Ken Albertson trains with Mike Wilder. 4 is George's View, owned by Robert Matthews of Lexington, Ohio. Ken Hyde trains, Jim Daly drives. The 5, Irv's Big Chip, owned and trained by Kip Hall of Lebanon, Randy Tharpsa. 6, Sharp Lookin' JJ, owned by Arlo's Auto Rental of Kettering. Selden Ludford trains, Jimmy Wisman driving. The 7 horse, Uptown Standing, owned by Alex Spence Jr. of Grove City. Sturgill Loman of Bainbridge, Alex Spence Jr. trains. with Jeff out. The 8 Hills 98, Shilbandira, some Holler, Button 1, Gardner of Ohio, Dan Ader trains, Ryan Holton up. The 9 is Sports View, and then trained by Adam Broker of Bellefontaine. Don Irvine Jr. in Lasonki. 7th race, claiming Pacers on the backstretch. There they go. George's View lagging behind, and they're off. From the outside, it's Hills 98 driving for the lead. James Owen Tudor from the inside, getting away second. At the rail in third. Come on, BJ. Angling in fourth. Irv's Big Chip at the inside in 5. It's sharp looking JJ, followed as 6th by Uptown Standing. But the action is on the front here. James Owen Tudor quickly takes command, and the Hills 98 will give it up to him for cover on the inside second. The opening quarter, 28-4. Straight alignment now as they come through the stretch. James Owen Tudor by 2. Hills 98, the guard spot, trip behind the leader. At the rail, come on, BJ follows in third. Next in line is Irv's Big Chip. First up now comes Uptown Standing. He's followed by Sports View. And George's View back in contention on the outside. Now shuffled back. The trailer is sharp-looking JJ. Into the clubhouse turn they go. And on the outside, Uptown Standing making a strong bid for the lead. He quickly takes command. Leads by 2. Half and 59-4 to the backstretch. And Uptown Standing now with the lead. James Owen Tudor again finds himself second best on the inside. Uncovered in third comes Sports View. Hills 98 is locked in fourth. On the inside, racing in 5, come on, BJ. To the outside, gapping cover 6th, George's View as they race into the final turn. It's Uptown Standing, a length and a half over James Owen Tudor, and Sports View is still there on nagging a third at the 3/4 at 129 as they round the final turn. And on the front, it's still Uptown Standing on the inside, locked in tight in second, James Owen Tudor, and Sports View is still there, a game third. With less than a 16th to go, it's Uptown Standing, but James Owen Tudor finding racing room, coming to the outside as they drive the deep stretch. Uptown Standing hangs on. James Owen Tudor second, tight for show. Trackside, the winner, number 7, Uptown Standing, 5-year-old son of Standing O from the Ben-Hur Hanover mare, Ben's Gypsy. Owned by Alex Spence Jr. of Grove City and Sturgeon Lowman of Bainbridge. Alex Spence Jr. trains. Jeff out in the sulky. Third win of the season for the 5-year-old pacer. The mile 158 and 1/5. Uptown Standing paying $6.60 to win. The trifecta 716, $137.60. Purse $1,900, the 1 Simcoe Lane. Owned, trained, driven by Bob Burnett of Cardington. Number 2 PS Crest, owned and trained by Jim Price of Spencerville, Dave Miller. 3 EO Premier, owned and trained by Chuck Grubbs of Grove City for Mike Wilder. 4 Sandrook, owned by Tim Mensch, Howard Murray of Sunbury and Columbus. Tim Mensch trains, Randy Tharps driving. 5 is scratched. Number 6, Red Hot Jake, killed by Keith Noble and Robert Lowry. Keith Noble training with Downer Vine Jr. 7, Jack's Cheese, owned by Kate Smith of Buckeye Lake. Hebert Quinn training for Ryan Holton. The 8, Bomber 2, owned by David Hanauer of Lebanon. Larry Stolbaum trains and drives. And the 9, Darton Charlie, owned by Tom Milliken of West Alexander, Pennsylvania. Greg Luther training with Jeff out. Win, play, show perfected, trifecta weight. 8th race, claiming Pacers on the backstretch. There they go. They're off and pacing Sandrook from between horses. First for the lead alongside, it's EO Premier, and from the far outside, Jack's Cheese. At the rail and racing in 4th, PS Crest. To the outside, pacing 5, Bomber 2. Off the rail in 6th came Simcoe Lane, 2 lengths in 7th, Red Hot Jake. Trailing early is Darton Charlie. Reaching the first quarter-mile marker, and it's Sandrook with a lead on the inside. EO Premier follows in second. The first quarter, 27-3. Jack's Cheese settles in behind the leaders in third. Moving first up and fourth comes PS Crest. Bomber 2 along the rail in 5th. To the outer flow in 6th now comes Simcoe Lane. and he's followed 7th by Darton Charlie. The trailer is Red Hot Jake. Into the clubhouse turn and on the front with the lead. It's still Sandbrook, a length and a half, 2. EO Premier is locked in 2nd. PS Crest first up, uncovered in 3rd. The half, 57-2. Around the turn, down the back stretch they go, and on the front, Sandbrook, he has led every step of the mile. Continue to lead, but the lead is only a half now. PS Crest moving right up alongside, and PS Crest looked him in the eye and then took the lead, and PS Crest now a half a length in front. But Sandbrook coming right back, responding gamely. On the inside, behind the battling leaders now, it's EO Premier, and Simcoe Lane is gapping his cover in 4th. Circling, it comes Red Hot Jake. They're at the 3/4, 1:26-2. Moving to the top of the stretch now, Sandbrook with the lead again. Leads here a length. EO Premier is racing in 2nd. And down the stretch they come, and it's Sandbrook and PS Crest. One final try on the outside, and PS Crest on the outside, Sandbrook on the inside. These two at the wire together. PS Crest by a head. Sandbrook was 2nd, tight for show, 1:56-1. Here is the winner, number 2, PS Cress, a 4-year-old son of Nobleland Sam from the Happy Escort mare Rose Cress. Owned and trained by Jim Price of Spencerville, nicely handled by Dave Miller. PS Cress recording his 9th of the season. That is a lifetime best, 1:56-1. Shout, show by Jim Price of Spencerville. Mr. Price trains, Dave Miller drives. And the 9, Double Time Legend by Myrtle Ramy of Nicholasville. Robert Laffoon trains. Ryan Holton in the sulky. Win Place Show, Perfecta, Super. 9th race, Claimers on the back stretch. There they go. And they're off, and from the inside, it's Prince Sierra, a Double Time Legend. Far outside, makes his bid for the lead. From between horses, Ironstone Hardy and Burr Rabbit. Away in the 5th, Mountain Elvin on the inside, pacing is 6th. 2-bit die job. Early 7th is Hope to Shout. Around the first turn, Double Time Legend. Longest shot of the board at 45-1 has a lead. The opening quarter in 27-1/5. Double Time Legend leads the way. Prince Sierra A to the inside is 2nd. Burr Rabbit is next in line in 3rd. Then comes Mountain Alvin in 4th. Ironstone Hardy settles in 5th. 2 lengths in 6th. It's 2-bit die job. Hope to Shout the trailer. Into the clubhouse turn, and it's Double Time Legend with the lead. Up on the outside comes Burr Rabbit. And Burr Rabbit, the odds-on favorite now, as they're pressuring the leader. The half, 57-2. Prince Sierra A to the inside is racing in 3rd, and Mountain Elvin works out a perfect trip here with cover in 4th. Inside in 5 is Ironstone Hardy and racing in 6th. As they race down the back stretch, it's 2-bit die job and Hope to Shout, not interested tonight. Into the final turn they go, and on the front with the lead, it's still Double Time Legend. On the outside, 2nd, Burr Rabbit. They're at the 3/4, 1:26-1. So around the final turn, it's Double Time Legend looking for a big upset here. Burr Rabbit on the outside. At the rail, racing in 3rd is Prince Sierra A as they turn for home now, less than an 8th. And down the stretch they come, and with a lead, it's still Double Time Legend. Burr Rabbit on the outside. Prince Sierra A to the inside, far outside. Hope to Shout, launching a late attack, but it's Double Time Legend in 1:56-4. Here is the winner, number 9, Double Time Legend, 5-year-old son of Sweet Meadow Duck, go by Myrtle Ramy of Nicholasville, Kentucky. Robert Laffoon trains. Ryan Holton in the sulky. Double Time Legend recording his 4th of the season.